Hey guys, recently we've had some of our best clients in e-commerce scaling secrets program coming together and exchanging value with each other, exchanging insights on scaling Facebook ads, how to deal with banned account issues, how to scale your team, and how to overall scale your brand massively for Q4 and beyond. So you will see the recording just in a few seconds, guys. Make sure you subscribe to my channel, like this video. Now, the quality of the recording is not the best, but you know, the insights, just pay attention to the insights, because the insights are from people who've done like 7, 8 figures in sales. These are proven sellers, people with a track record. So make sure you take notes, listen to the advice in this video, and take action. So enjoy. So you've been profitable with eCommerce, right?
Yep. Basically, yeah. But he didn't target because you only
He's not
did
specifically targeting.
That's different. Yes.
Yeah, people.
So your store is not in Portuguese? It's not in Portuguese?
No.
Oh,
no,
okay.
no. And then I didn't try any language at all. I just put,
Yeah.
as broad,
So you just target everything.
and then right now we're in Q4, CPMs are in the sky. If you try to target English and ages and all that, CPMs are going to be on the roof. So what works for me is basically worldwide, and then Facebook automatically is going to optimize, and all my conversions are going to be from US, basically. And US and Australia.
Do you exclude like
No, nothing, just worldwide. And then I tried doing just US, high budget, and it didn't work out for me. And then when I went back for worldwide, and I'm getting all the conversions from US and staying super profitable.
So what if they're just like matching up like data signals and just searching the whole world, trying to find at least the lowest hanging fruit for you by not targeting the US only?
Correct. And I tried doing that. I tried filtering top 20, top 10, and it didn't work. Worldwide.
Alright, we'll test it too.
Even some people like in the community do good numbers, like in UK, just like straight UK, nothing else. And
It's a good market.
No so far, like we're selling in multiple countries, but we're just doing it in USD, and that's our conflict. Like Australia, not as big of a deal. Canada, not as big of a deal. UK was a problem because like, our conversion is much lower. I think it's because of the currency difference. And a lot of people are blowing back on their comments about that. And then like we're getting from our small testing great response, like in Denmark, Netherlands, like Germany, all these countries. So we have things about to be set up to be translated. But my challenge is like figuring out our process for accepting multiple payments and also managing the back end for the support team, because like you're having all these different languages and currencies, and if we have refunds and stuff, like do we need to separate it to different stores? Is there a way we can consolidate it? Because I want to be able to do like 30 or 40 products and be able to scale them international quickly. And so that's kind of, you guys already know, we talked about this, so that's where I'm trying to figure out what's my approach for this. Because it seems like a lot of guys either doing like US, North America, or international. There's like no one yet quite here doing a lot of it, all of it.
So you guys are
We're on the way.
you're already in progress. So what were your steps?
We just need to find out like the thing with the VAT, and that's it. Basically, we are ready.
Payment processors,
We got Klarna.
How did you get it?
Luca guys. Luca connected us.
Oh,
So
the
someone
guy in the group?
Someone purchased the store.
Yeah.
Okay.
We bought one, yeah.
Gordon or someone else?
What?
Gordon?
Muhammad.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
There were a few people.
But so by purchasing a store, what risks are there?
Basically, we made an agreement, like with a lawyer, which says all of the money that comes from the store, basically it's their like Shopify Shopify Payments account on the name of their business, like the guy we bought. So we made an agreement, all of the money came to this account for our store, belongs to us. You cannot like touch it, cannot request it, you cannot like.
So then you invoice him, or how do you get the money back to you?
Basically, it comes to the Shopify payments, and then from this to our TransferWise account.
Okay. So
Then
you
from
transfer
this, I
this.
move it to my US account.
Okay, so that payment account is connections, you're transfer wise. So
Yeah.
when it's deposited, you have full control. So the only risk
But
is the team
basically,
is
on an
updating.
agreement, you said like they can claim basically that because of the Shopify payments is their business, they can claim it's their money, right? So I made an agreement, signed them, which means like if it's connected to my store,
Yeah.
it's my money.
So
They cannot touch it.
as long as they hold up to their side of the bargain, you're okay. But if they switch the account, then you're fucked. Because good luck getting it. But yeah, I understand. No, it's okay.
But did they transfer the ownership? Are you owner of the store?
Yeah, we have the passport.
Okay, so you have
But are you the owner? There's a
Yeah.
difference between having a passport and being an owner of the store. Are you like the owner of the store?
Yeah, you don't have access.
okay. So
They
they
don't have access.
No.
okay.
Change
Okay.
passport.
That's what I'm
everything.
asking. Okay, so no access to it
No.
once that's done.
So
Okay.
first they set up everything and
So
then
you're using
And
just their
yeah,
company
that's
name
just
okay, okay.
Yeah.
and their
So
company
what's
structure.
basically the company name?
So how are they able to report all this revenue but not show a loss? How are they doing that? Like I mean, like if you're generating $2 million a year under your Shopify store that has their company name, it gets reported that they made $2 million. So there has to be some paperwork that shows
Yeah.
that they also lost $2 million or they owe a shit ton or something.
It's their problem. But
Okay.
so I made an agreement which I'm 100% safe.
Sure.
They can't touch the money, nothing.
Yeah, I understand. Interesting.
It's more tricky, Mark. What I mean, there are some ways for, but that's more for the. Ah, okay, I see. Yeah, not for you, YouTubers. Okay, so
Join ESS.
okay, so the managers, right? Like more kind of like more senior positions. So we talked about this like briefly. What's kind of like I mean, I can tell you like how we do it like for these like more senior, and I mean that interlaps with a lot with what's been on the event too. I think for these like more senior positions, you might need to use like recruiters for kind of like more like project manager positions, because I mean the unless kind of like you wanna give like a lot of training to people, it will be like you wanna get someone who already has the experience, and so kind of like shortcutting that like learning curve. So and like the pool of these people is typically quite limited. People that have that like necessary experience. I mean, there's like only so many of them, and so yeah, using recruiters is for those like senior. I mean, you can hire by yourself. So what we do is we hire on LinkedIn. We have this like recruiter account. First, like we get like extremely specific. So the scorecards. I'll send you guys an example of that. It's like kind of like who exactly you're looking for. Let's say your business is at this level. That you want to get that business to this level. I think Walter had the branch manager.
Mm-hmm.
It's pretty good like description. It's very specific. I don't think a lot of people would apply for that position because I mean the criteria is so high.
Yeah, one of them says be a workaholic. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
that was one of them.
Yeah, or like making like $5 million in your personal. I mean that would be pretty tough, you know. But I mean, could be just luck, you know.
Sure.
He gets someone.
The
So-
thing is, there is also a lot of moving parts in the business, you know, like for example, I have right now Media Bar, he's in your program as well.
Oh no shit.
Yeah, Michael. You know Michael Belakanic?
Oh, you hired him.
Yeah, I hired him. So he did like 500K revenue in total.
I was considering hiring that guy.
The thing is that he's, you know, really smart, but the thing is that he has a kid, he has a wife,
He's distracted.
and dropshipping is, you know, inconsistent. And you have a connections, you have profiles, you have agency accounts. People like him, you know, they're kind of like join the community, they don't network too much, whatever, some mental barriers, language barriers, whatever it might be. But yeah, he reached me, like we started chatting, and we got to work together. Right now he's on the profit share, and I want to make him a branch manager. He will be managing like his own stores. And
He's doing well.
yeah, he's really good. He's really good. Yeah, him alone. He's doing right now.
You should have hired him, Miss Chance. Michael, you have still a chance, man.
I love you, bro.
That's good, man. Okay, so that's yeah. So for the like, so you have how did you find your like CEO, Philip?
Philip is my business partner.
But how did you
CEO
find him like in the first place?
My business partner?
Uh-huh.
I was scamming him. I was doing coaching, you know, like 2.5 years ago. I was having a clothing line and I was running some ads in Czech Republic and I thought that I swallowed the world, that I'm the smartest person in the world, right? And I mean, jokes aside, I was pretty much trying to get a cash flow to get into business because I was just a student, whatever, doing a lot of stupid stuff, zero in the bank. And I wanted to start dropshipping. I didn't have cash, and I knew that I have like this sort of side business where I already made some money, but I wasted them on whatever. And so I had the skill, so I started, you know, reaching out in all Facebook groups, you want to help, blah, 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 making posts and all that. I had some results on Shopify, so I pasted it. And he was my client. And I got to,
he signed up for that coaching program.
Yes, he signed up, not coaching program, it was just like a few calls. And we somehow clicked, you know, and it started working for him really well. But he didn't know how to, you know, push it forth, and we somehow stuck together. That's the story. So pretty unique.
Okay, so he had his unique kind of like skill set, would you say? Kind of like he is better at some things that you are not as good at?
Yes, neurodiversity for sure. But let me tell you one thing. For you, the way you should hire from your community.
I mean, we hired like 3 or 4 people.
Yeah,
we should hire more.
Yeah, go heavy on your community, you know?
Yeah.
Anyone wants to join us? I mean, we had a conversation with Henry and tell him, man, like, you should run your own business. Last month we've done like 400.
I actually interviewed.
Really?
Yeah.
Boom.
It's done $400,000 last month.
Beautiful. Respect. Yeah. I'm also hiring.
I think we'll have this kind of like match, you know, like kind of like a matchmaking service or something, you know, we'll kind of like interview people. I think that's it, you know, we have the sale, you know, ESS has the sales kind of like branch, right? So I mean, we sales guys, we're always looking for sales guys. So we bought this like coaching program. One of the upsells they have is that they will, they'll get you the, you know, the salespeople. We pay like $3,000 or so per placement, and they'll get you the
per hire.
Yeah. If they're
per month or one-time fee.
One-time fee. If they're retaining.
Are you paying them a percentage on your?
I
is there like a headhunter fee or anything?
Standard fee like $3,000.
Oh, okay, wow. So no like extra 10% on top of.
No.
Oh, that's great.
Because I mean, these are salespeople. They're like their compensation is very like all over the place depending on their
But
performance.
didn't Patrick say that fixed fee is bullshit?
Fixed
That
fee.
you should pay them for the most part when you actually hire the person.
You mean from that perspective?
You know,
I mean, it's not a lot. $3,000.
I mean, yeah, it is not, but still, you're not. The thing is that what if you hire that person? It's not about the 3K, but it's about them not trying so hard to get a good person.
If they are not like.
Yeah, but 1 month it can be a lot, doesn't it?
I think
Wrong hire is really like one of the most
costly.
infectious, you know, things that can happen to your business, in my opinion. Letting wrong people on the bus.
So they go through the training program and they pass some type of like certification. So
so they have like a.
There is some filtering like process that they you know, this is why they charge for it.
Got it.
And these people have invested. I mean, the way I see it is like if someone has I mean, everyone in this you know, if everyone has the balls like to invest into the training, you know, into themselves, I think that is you know, that is great people, man.
Yeah, 100%.
It's like I think it's one of the one of the qualifications, good questions that we always ask, like what was, you know, let's say we hire for like a media buyer, okay, so who is the person you learn the most like in the space, or you know, or like who's the person who inspires you? So we get kind of like we get to see if they invested in the trainings or in the programs and stuff like that. The same for salespeople, like who inspired you the most. You know, I think that is a good criteria. Because it's also like it's a
reflection of something.
It's self-esteem, man. Like if someone believes enough, like to invest, you know, into like let's say like mentorship,
determination as well. Yeah, it speaks a lot about the person.
Yeah, exactly. You said a very good point that in the assessment there were like, a lot of great people that we could hire. I'd hire this guy, man, like Charlie McDonald. That's so good.
Yeah. What is he doing?
selling these like filters for coffee. Filters for coffee. Like, you know, we have that machine over there, sell this like filters for coffee. He's doing well with those. So, okay, so that on that side.
Wait, you're not shitting?
Huh?
You're not. That was not a joke.
No. Why? I'm gonna never joke.
That's really great market.
What is that?
Really great market.
The coffee things? Yeah, man.
But like, is it like a store or like or?
Is it a filter or pods?
Yeah,
The pods with coffee?
Yeah, pods with like that. They're like.
Or the paper that you put in the coffee machine?
So okay, so the angle is like, I mean, those things we have there, they're made from plastic, right? Which I mean, pollute the environment and make like the air is like go
Yeah, they
faster.
have really like reusable ones and stuff.
Yeah, exactly. So that's what he sells. Kind of like the angle is like protect the environment, don't be, you know.
And like he runs his own offer. That's what you're saying.
I think he dropships those products somewhere. Yeah. So, I think there are sometimes, you know, people want kind of like be part of the team. You know, it's like.
Again, it draws back to the vision that we discussed with Patrick, right? The moment you have a very strong vision, you can get people that generated even 10 figures to work for you as long as you're, you know, it's a lot, I mean, it's a lot about charisma, which is kind of like a, you know, charisma shouldn't be, you know, a determinant whether someone will join you or not, but I think the charisma and clarity of the vision, the way you can sell the vision, you know, can actually persuade people that are even doing well, in my opinion, because a lot of people, you know, I feel like problem with people is that they don't question status quo enough, you know, they kind of like wander around in their lives, even if they're, I mean, yeah, if they're like eight-figure level, okay, that you already have some sort of clarity, right? But even if you just did, let's say 7 figures, you still don't have to necessarily know what you're doing, right? Yeah. And look at how many of us are stuck at a certain point. The same goes through multiple layers, you know, there are people who are stuck at 100, 200, 300K a month. Yeah. Michael was stuck at like 100, 150K a month, you know? It's like, he has the capacity, but there is something that he's missing. And like, let's face it, business is a lot about, you know, adapting. That's actually the biggest one, I would say. That's even bigger than what I wanted to say. But also about being able to synthesize, you know, the information, all the information and all those moving parts, and make them kind of like work dynamically. All those departments, you know, it's like business is complex. A lot of moving parts. That's why most entrepreneurs, you know, stop being an entrepreneur, because they're like, okay, you know, I want to be a millionaire, and then they realize, oh shit, I need to do this, boom, sales, finance, marketing, you know, product development, fulfillment, customer service, email marketing, and then hiring, you know, processes, operations. It's like payment processors, creatives, media buying. It's like, oh shit, okay.
PayPal holes.
Yeah, and then you start scaling, you have the video editor, and boom, PayPal fucks you in the ass. Yeah. So that's why, you know, when you have a very strong vision, I firmly believe that.
And it's like, and it goes like level to level, you know, it's like, even like you get to some, I mean, to make like $1 million, I mean, you might be doing like everything by yourself. Hey guys, people have been asking me how we scale to multiple 6 figures or even 7 figures per month without getting shut down on Facebook, and we have a very sophisticated solution for this that I want to share with you, but it's just like too valuable to give away for free. So if you guys want this solution, just book a call with one of my team members and we'll show you exactly what it is and how it works, and we'll see if that's a good fit for you and for your business. So just book a call with my team member. We'll share it with you so you can scale your business to multiple 6 figures or even 7 figures per month without getting shut down on Facebook, without having inconsistency, and with high profitability. So just book a call with my team and I'll see you there. You know, so you're doing everything by yourself. How much you've done in sales?
About 800,000.
800,000 since April. So everything by himself, you know. So
respect. Now it's time to grow the team.
Yeah,
so
now
I'm here, man. That's why I'm here.
That's awesome.
I joined yesterday, so that's
he joined yesterday. That's a guy. Like he joined yesterday. He lives in Austin, Texas. Takes a flight, comes here. The guy doesn't fuck around.
Yeah. When are you coming to Austin?
I'm going back tomorrow.
Me too, to Austin.
Really?
I'm not back. I'm going to be there for the first time, but yeah. Let's hang around. I can help you out with hiring.
For sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
You can show me around some good like nature, you know. And
ladies also.
Mark, you like pizza?
Huh?
You like pizza?
No.
Oh man, you know the place I'm thinking about, right? The fucking 15 feet pizza slices. in Austin.
Oh yeah.
Who doesn't like pizza?
Manifesting.
Okay, I will give you my WhatsApp then.
Yeah,
Yeah,
sure.
alright.
PayPal holds, right?
Just don't send
Anything
nudes.
that is PayPal holds, like merchant account holds, anything that is. You said that you do something differently for that.
Yeah.
That you don't have like.
Yeah, because I was thinking, you know, a lot of my friends like that are doing similar numbers. I mean, all of us are here like doing like more or less the same numbers, right? But I know that a lot of my friends had like problems with banned PayPals, right? Banned Stripes, Klarna issues and all of that. I mean, we have holds, right, on PayPal and all that. But I feel like having the right supplier, you know, is actually a root cause of everything.
Yeah.
Because we are all doing dropshipping, you know, but yet some people have more problems than the other, and they might think, okay, it's, you know, a customer service, it's how fast we respond to disputes, how fast we respond to emails.
Exactly.
Yes, you know, it's definitely that, but the root cause is actually, you know, whether your product is shit, whether your supplier is actually doing quality management and quality checking. For example, I have a supplier, he's living in Miami.
He comes to our office like every week because I mean we will collaborate with him, so he brings us samples.
Yeah, and what he's doing, he, again, fluent English speaker, businessman, coming from corporate background. He graduated from Stanford. He was working as a management consultant, something like that. So he understands business, right? Business side of things. And so what he does whenever we test, right now, 3-4 products a day, but we were at the point where we were testing 10 products a day. And what he's doing, whenever we pass 5-10 sales a day, he orders the product from 10 different factories, finds balance between cost and quality, you know, finds something like, let's say 7 out of 10, so that we still don't have to pay too much for the quality, and then we go with it, which means that we prevent immediately, that prevents us from a lot of issues, right? By having solid product. Because you may, let's say, you may sell the same product like me, but you have a, you know, AliExpress fucking supplier that doesn't really care about that. You just care about like the lowest cost, right? But then you scale it. I scale it as well. I pay $1 more on the product cost, but you get fucked in the ass 3 months later by PayPal, and I can scale further, right? So people are like always the cheapest. But I feel like at least finding that sweet spot and having really solid supplier is definitely, like, I would say the biggest one for payment merchants. Like, because
1000%.
we scaled from, it was like January we did like maybe 200K, 250, and in March we did 1 million, in April we did 1.2, May 1.5. So we literally, like, the sales went like this, right? It like from January to May, and we had zero problems with PayPal. Yeah, we had 15% rolling reserves. They put us on 20 or 30. So yeah, our holds increased, but there were people who, through this rapid scale, lost PayPal accounts, and literally, like the guy Dominic, right, with fashion, they also get fucked by PayPal because like fast scale. But Dominic, you don't know? He's not in the program. He's a lucky guy, but big. I don't know, big guy. Maybe he doesn't give a shit. I can ask him. Yeah, I can ask him.
What I noticed with PayPal also is that it's not how fast you scale, but it's how your supply chain is as well.
Yeah.
As you go scaling gradually, your supply chain needs to be scaling as well. So that's when they're basically protecting you as well. They're protecting not only the buyer but the seller as well, because they're being realistic. Hey, if your product is not being delivered, why should we release the whole? You know, if your product is shit, why shouldn't we put you in a hole? You know, you're not delivering expectations. So if you follow all these steps, I mean, the only problem I have with PayPal is for not delivering. And as soon as I deliver, they release all funds.
What's the vertical too that you're in, right? Because all of these banks, we were actually just talking about it, they rank you by your vertical and your niche, right? So in like health and beauty, we're in a high risk vertical, right? So what we experience is going to be totally different, you know, but you guys are right, like, you know.
Actually, I can relate to the supplier issue because my first brand died because of the supplier, because I paid a bit less, like $2 less for the product, but the supplier fucked me up because he shipped the products by sea, and I think all of the products got like super wet, So it came like a packaging, but super wet, soaking wet. So basically, all of the customers killed me. One feedback score, PayPal crashed. So I've been like just relaxing for half a year, just searching for better supplier, better stuff, and then like I came back. But yes, fucking
Stronger than ever.
yeah. But yeah, it's strong.
What
We
about
like
your
a good
current
supplier.
suppliers? So like, no
It's
issues?
awesome. Like even like our supplier basically ships the products and don't ask for money until like few weeks. So basically he ships all the products and like once in like 2 to 3 weeks he will pay him.
So you
And
get
it's
like
like a big
credit.
supplier, yeah.
Oh, you got
Big supplier, so we pay him like sometimes like 100K. Like boom. And just think that he like pays from his money 100K. We can fuck him up. But we got good relationship. So basically it's very strong.
That's good. You have some. I think with with people in China, I think business-wise, I mean, you always gotta have some leverage.
Yeah.
It helps to have some leverage.
Yeah.
For sure. Like basically, she helped us so much, man. Like we had a PayPal hold, and she basically just like paid with own money. Basically, she paid from her own pocket. So this helped us.
It does, yeah.
It's value. Do you guys regularly switch between suppliers or always stick to the main supplier?
We have 3. So, I mean, we typically have like one project, like one supplier, and then if we see some issues or like we see, like for some reason we might sell like a, let's say, same product, let's say 2 different suppliers. One of them will have like higher, like return issues or product quality complaints.
They would switch.
Yeah, then we would just like, okay, so if another one is, bad, we just like,
Yeah, but it's valuable to have like a credit line and
we have it with everyone.
right.
So we pay only after like, we sell and then they sell some of
the ship and then the invoice later. Yeah.
How is like anyone has issues with like page circumvention, like policy?
I just had issues.
Oh,
Yeah.
talk about it, man.
Yeah. Okay. So how do you overcome, Mark? How do you overcome the page circumvention issues?
Page what?
Circumvention of the policy.
Circumvention. We noticed that a lot of times when it's circumventing, I mean, it's either your landing page or something in your system is flagged. So we first, revamp URL or scan the URL, see whether there is something that is
How do you
off.
scan it?
So we look for things like before, after. We look for things like COVID, mentioning like words like COVID and stuff like that. So we scan through the lander, improve it, eventually delete. What we believe is might be an issue. And if that doesn't help, then obviously your setup is wrong. So then you have to troubleshoot, right? What is flagged? Like is it the Facebook? Is it the advertiser? Is it the BM as such? Is it the pixel? Is it a domain? And so we test one variable by another, from the easiest to the hardest. And if you feel like the domain with the pixel is flagged, we revamp the entire setup and we just get new BM, get new pixel, get new domain.
Okay. I just had issues with that, and I had to change my domain.
Yeah, that usually fixes the issue.
And payment method as well. And
you don't have agency
You should
account?
change the pixel as well, right?
no, I have agency. This was before getting the agency.
Okay.
And then I had to change my domain, but I heard Facebook doesn't like redirections. Like you
Turn off redirection,
Yeah.
100%.
So I had to do that, and guess what happens? Like 50 chargebacks in one single night. They
Chargebacks?
Chargebacks, yeah.
How do you
Because
mean redirection?
redirection from my domain. Because you have to change your domain, right, for your ads. And then Facebook doesn't like people like putting your
Like small rebranding.
exactly, and then people, my customers, would put the previous domain, and the website was gone.
Then you get charged.
But you can
wait,
still keep
why should-
connected the other domain. You don't have to disconnect.
It
You just
should
don't have
have-
redirection.
Redirected.
Yeah.
Yeah, why'd you
But
do
I
that?
heard Facebook is sticky with that. Like they don't like people being redirected to another.
But you
domain.
don't market with that. You market with other domains, so it doesn't matter.
So you just duplicate the landing, basically.
Yeah. And change it a bit. You don't want the same page, so just change it a bit. Also,
Yes.
like I think this not using like the same pixel, use like a new pixel, fresh data, because this can get affected as well.
Yeah. I just changed the domain. I use same pixel, but after this, I'm gonna do
Better new pixel. I think.
But you say, Marek, you change the domain, then delete the old domain, or you leave it?
Cool, honestly, I don't know. I think that we deleted it though.
Yeah, right.
That because it's
But
like
then
that,
that's the
right?
risk. You're gonna see.
Yeah, that's what I did. I deleted it.
Yeah, then you're gonna
But
see.
then people don't go to when they put your website. It's, you get me? It's blank. Like, oh, this website is
Maybe
no longer.
open another site. Open another site, put a domain there, and
Have you had a lot of domains flagged?
Like
No,
a demo.
no, like maybe one every 2 months. Not much. We have a bunch of stores so far. The ratio is pretty solid. But with funnels, the circumventing is definitely always landed. The moment we removed the Facebook comments from the funnel, put them on the sales page, the rejection ratio went down.
Yeah, that's what I did too.
So if the landlord
So here are funnels, right? And they're like very, very aggressive. Like they use aggressive copywriting. There's like Facebook comments that you put like or like mimic of Facebook comments, you know, and Facebook hates that. So and you even have their like Facebook comments. So we first tried deleting the word Facebook, but it still was, you know, like rejecting. But
It's the thumbs.
yeah.
Whatever converts, man, whatever converts.
Yeah.
Make sure you follow me on Instagram. It's Alex Fedotoff, 3F at the end, because I share behind the scenes strategies and things we do in our 8-figure business and also in my personal life. So make sure you follow me and I'll see you there.
It's those thumb SVGs. We just got rid of those thumbs and we don't have any problems. We changed comments and removed the thumb and then the other little emojis, and we left the code the same. And there's no problem. But they're looking.
100%.
Yeah, it's fine. But when you use their thumbs or any of their imagery that's branded for Facebook, they're looking at that. So if you just use a different thumb, SVG, it'll be just fine.
Really?
A different heart emoji or a different,
Maybe slightly different blue color.
just slightly different blue color, yeah. Because that's what they're looking at.
Okay.
And then obviously the disclaimer, but I mean, everyone's doing that, so it doesn't really matter.
How do you know, like, I mean, we haven't had, like, I don't think we've had, like, recently the domains flagged. How do you know your domain is
Yeah, I
flagged?
never had that issue.
That's well, I noticed it, for example, where in everything, new fan page, new video, like a video, like a funny video, not even a video of my product. Rejected. Rejected. So it's just
You get to know that it's domain by knowing what it's not, if that makes sense. So you kind of reverse engineer the process. You first test different page, different video, different lender, different whatever, and then you come to domain. If neither one of these previous, variables.
We've noticed, like, for example, some of the pages, we have a lot of pages, like, created in June. Like June, May, like old pages. Those pages are so strong.
In June 2021?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. I mean, at least for us.
And
You know.
well, because I can buy old pages. I have a source for old pages.
Yeah.
We're getting old pages.
It doesn't really help,
No.
or it didn't really help to us. Yeah.
No. Not help you.
It still gets bad.
I mean, for us, it's like.
But maybe then is the main. If it's not the domain and your setup is like clear, I think that it might be worth testing it again and buying a few old pages.
How old are those pages?
5 years.
4 years.
Are you having problems?
Huh?
You having problems with 5-year-old pages too?
We do, yeah. But we do a lot of, we do health and beauty. We do very aggressive stuff. We do zooms, like zoom-ins on the body parts. We do, we sell health and beauty. That's pretty much the answer. So there will always be an issue, But I think that it might be worth to retest it, because it could be just that our entire setup was flagged. So I'll give it a go and let you know.
Sure.
How about you guys? Do you have anyone what's your right now biggest problem? Is it compliance that is holding you back from scaling, or what do you think that right now? Because we were having this discussion, right, about Germany not being able to, that you did like in Denmark and Finland 75K per day with these two small countries. I can't imagine doing that right now in Finland. I can't imagine that.
No,
Why do you think that is the case?
I don't know, I really have no idea. I think it's just the cost increases, there's way more competition now.
Advertising got more expensive.
So you think that it's
bigger
CPMs?
margins.
Yeah. I mean, at that time it was fucking easy, bro. You just launch a product and let's say we tested 10 products a day, we got like 4 or 5 winners there, and you just scale it up with one creative, it dies new product, It was not about testing creatives, it was about testing products at that time. So we built a machine, like a system, where we tested so many products a day and that worked. But nowadays you need to, it's what you said, it's creatives, but now I think you should just duplicate processes, what you said, you need to have like one system, like one store in Germany, and just duplicate it a few times and do exactly the same thing, test exactly the same products Or at least if you found winners on those on one store, just duplicate it to all the other stores. I think that's the key for now. I think that will work. I mean, I hope. But we're still struggling with pages, but we keep like.
So why do you think that you can't scale like let's say the German stores from I don't know 5, 10, 15k a day to like 100k, 50k?
I don't know. I think it's
like
I think it's still possible.
What
But
do
you
you
need different stores then.
Yeah, and what do you think that like what is the issue for you guys? Is it like bans? Do you get also banned?
Page
after a
bans,
certain
page
point?
bans,
Page
a lot of page bans. Yeah.
Okay.
So we just keep cycling them, you know. But it
They
only lasts
used
for
to
2 or
launch
3 days.
and
That's it. 2-3 days ban, 2-3 days ban. But we have a system for that, of course. So it's not that if we get a page but we don't have revenue, we always generate revenue. I mean, it's not a problem anymore. But still, it's not what you want, you know.
Yeah.
It's not what you want.
So these guys transition from like this type of, I mean, maybe not this one, but like from like this type of business to like a brand, you know. So what did you do like differently, you know, in terms of like, because they sell like one page, one product, right?
But
Honestly,
also your page can be blocked. It's not that
It won't be blocked.
that's what you think, bro. But
It
you
can
never
be,
know.
but I'm trying to build connections also with like Facebook representatives, because basically when a lot of people call me, I try to reach them and I ask them like the first question: do you get a connection to the band department? And I think like I got one connection to there, so it's also can help us. So I don't really mind.
Sure, yeah.
But I think that it's the packaging, customer service, overall experience, have like engagement in all of the platforms. Like even like if you write one comment, no matter what platform, you get response all the way. I think in like 2 hours. So basically it's about response, about like family vibe, and really like building that. So we don't have like any issues.
Yeah.
So we also like try not to circumvent events by before or after. Don't use like direct words. Don't use like too much bold stuff.
Yeah, okay.
So we're trying to be like.
So they play by the rules. I mean,
Yeah,
guys-
just play by the rules.
I'm also using
For
like
dropshipping-
one account as well.
For a beauty
Yeah.
dropshipping store, that's not going to work. You know, you need.
It's
I
never
think
going
it's
to
not
work.
going to work because.
How does your landing page look like? And your creatives?
Yeah, show it to us.
Upload it.
No, like is it
Guys,
typical?
like
Is
they
it
have no
typical
competition
Shopify?
like before.
Is it typical Shopify?
Yeah, it's
Yeah?
like Shogun, like Gem page.
Gem page?
Yeah.
No, not
Yeah, but
crazy.
Shogun.
Regular shop. Description, product, give, reviews. That's it.
They probably have like a good product, man.
Yeah, sure, they have good product, they have good feedback. But I still think that
Thing is
those
they-
pages can be blocked, you know.
It can be because
I know
the elections
guys-
last year,
I know guys-
bans
yeah.
bans everyone.
And
Those
what's
guys,
your,
they have also big brands and their page getting blocked. They don't
Everyone
get-
can be
they don't get it
blocked.
back.
Anyone can do
Yeah,
so.
everyone.
and what's your game plan? Like let's say that one page gets screwed.
Yeah.
Are you ready for it?
I actually like shared like a bit of stuff from our brand to other business managers, and also like download all of the customer email list and also like some data. So I think if something
Will really
happens,
make a
we will
difference.
structure something later, but we don't have like a structured plan for if something like that happens, because this is like not.
I think you should already prepare it. Just to be sure.
should.
because you never know.
Yeah, be
Like-
paranoid. You know
Yeah.
what Patrick
Like
Bedell
what
said.
we did is like just sharing all of this data to other business managers. So I think we have like a kind of structure like how to build ourselves from there.
Also,
So
I
I
have
don't
connection
think
with
we will
Facebook
follow.
representatives. Let's say a week ago we had a problem with the payment. Send an email to the representative. 5 minutes they solve it.
Yeah.
And like via Facebook chat, or how do you
No.
connect with
No,
these
I
guys?
think
Yeah,
email.
from email, yeah.
Email?
Email, yeah.
And is that like some high level rep?
No, basic one, but got connection to the banks department.
Is that like Israel office?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Really?
That might be the difference.
When you
So
run
they
out,
reach us out because we spend a lot.
yeah,
They
on one ad
ask, you
account.
need
They,
help.
they spend a lot by Israel kind of like standards, right? So probably
Yeah.
Yeah.
And but you do use agency accounts, don't you?
We don't.
You don't use agency accounts.
But our like business manager is like verified and got like limit to 1,000 ad accounts. I think
But-
we are like agency account kind of.
Maybe maybe we're getting off fuck because we use, you know, like flagged HTTP account.
flag.
Yeah,
They're
I
used
know
as
that their
possible.
VM is flagged. I know that their VM is flagged. I got a report from the Facebook group that their VM is flagged.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
How come? I mean, they were like.
How come? Because of us. Like multiply us by
1,000.
20, 50, 100,
Don't
200.
you have page blocks then, Mark? I mean, you have it, but
I mean, we
face a lot.
do. Exactly. That's why we
Every
can't
2, 3
scale
days?
Yes. That's
Yeah,
why we
the
can't
same.
scale the.
But do you have like for every product you test a different page?
No.
No? Okay, so
No.
that's what we do at the moment.
Yeah.
So like for every product, so what we do, we have a lady in the Philippines. She has like personal Facebook accounts, and she just creates pages, like maybe 3-4 pages a day. Those pages we link it to like the media buyer's personal account, which we also buy, of course. Then they have access to the pages. Every single product got its own page, and once we start scaling, we use another page again. So we always use one page for one specific process.
So you have one page per campaign,
Yeah.
one page per product.
And even if we scale, we sometimes use a different page.
Wow.
We just want to
Think
spread the
that's
risk.
why you get blocked.
This is why
True, but that's
you never
a
building
cycle.
the.
It's already vicious loop.
Yeah,
It's very hard to get
that's a
out.
cycle you're
It's
in.
very hard
There's
to get
there's
out.
no option.
It's a bad cycle.
I mean, there should be an option eventually, but for now, this is the way. we
So
work.
with this setup, it's still like 2-3 days to get pages shut down.
Sometimes it's a bit
Sometimes
longer,
longer.
sometimes not even a day. Depends.
How much do you spend with a page like before it gets shut down?
It's not related to a spend, I think.
No.
No. It's just what I
Do
think
you
is
really
like
think that it's not related to spend?
No, I think
I
that
thought so that it
I think
is.
the Facebook algorithm is so fucked up that they can like block whatever for no reason.
But-
like even your branded page can get
But
blocked.
they're
easily.
I don't think
doing
it
what,
will.
20, 30K days.
They're
with one page.
they're in the right angle, like they're in the right corner. We're just.
But it's also the
They're also in
relevancy.
another country.
We're the bullies.
Yeah.
Being bullied
They're,
right
we
now.
they're
are,
also,
we are.
they're also in another
Yeah,
country. So we were actually, before we worked with agency accounts, we were blessed with like 2 of my friends.
Yeah.
They dropshipped, they stopped. We could take their business managers, it was all verified because back then we lost our accounts, we messed up, but we got their accounts and we got a lot of ad accounts on those business managers. We could spend a lot, like without limits, never page blocks, so we could keep scaling,
And
never,
all of them,
never,
yeah.
never
all of them-
problems. But then it started, after the elections, then the problems started and
All of
shit.
them had like nearly to a million in ad spend,
Yeah.
but they would never like block the business manager. But we could tell it has been flagged because of like high CPMs,
Yeah.
crazy cost.
We can still use the business managers, but we don't use them because we know for sure it's flat
Yeah,
because the CPM is going through the roof.
Yeah.
Then we started to buy new business managers. We bought from so many parties. Now we found a good one, I think.
Yeah.
And the CPMs were like 3 or 4 times cheaper than it is on.
With what? With what?
Like so, with
Buying new business
buying new
managers.
business managers worked for us. We were like, we stick to the business managers from our friends because we got those business managers. We did the
Verified.
best months on that, right? So we were like emotionally attached to those business managers.
And they were flagged already.
Probably because
We can still
CPMs
use it
went
if you
up.
want, but we don't touch it anymore because
I have a source for BMs that are verified for like 100, what is it, 150 bucks?
How long do they last?
Long, we don't switch BMs that much.
we do.
Yeah,
You do?
No,
Okay.
we don't.
Yeah, we don't, you
It's
don't
not-
either. Yeah,
it's not
good.
yeah. They last long. Yeah.
Yeah, so
But-
pages are the biggest.
Pages,
Oh,
it's
yeah,
just pages.
100%.
If we don't have the page issue, then
Yeah.
we can. Then it's
What
not.
numbers you're at right now and how many countries you're active at?
It's not that
So
much.
last month we did like 300.
Uh-huh.
And
Across
this
all,
month
across all countries?
there was that was basically one store actually.
One store.
Germany.
Germany.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
And this month it's gonna be 4 or 5. With that only store. That's why I want to duplicate it. Because we want to go back to
How do you think that we can get as close to their setup as possible?
Bro, the way
Build
you
a
do
brand.
Yeah, it's a brand.
It's micro brand.
But is
The way
it
we do
possible
it
also
now-
with dropshipping? Let's say that we would do like very legit, nice, But you're doing
Basically,
dropshipping
We
as well.
should, we should do.
Yeah,
we
but
should talk more
dropshipping
about
is
that.
like,
I
it's
think-
only a shipping method. It's not a business model. But a lot of people are looking at dropshipping like a business model, which testing out of products, it will scale, die, another one, scale, die, another one. We look at this like we took a product, built a brand for it, and I can guarantee it will never die. It will last forever
Oh man, then you're
Because-
naive, bro.
because you build like a
Then you're
brand.
willfully blind though.
Hey guys, hope you enjoyed this event. Make sure to subscribe to my channel, like this video, let me know what you think in the comments. Maybe there's some of the topics, some of the events we should put together next. We'll have these events behind the closed doors for our private clients. But if you want to hear something, maybe you want me to cover one of the topics in one of the next videos, just make sure you let me know in the comments Thank you so much for watching. Like this video, subscribe to my channel, and let me know what you think, guys, and see you in the next video.